Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me thank the planning committee and our national Zongo Caucus coordinator and all the other hard-working members of the Zongo Caucus for your kind invitation to join you here today. I want to put this meeting in context. It is not just a jamboree we've come to attend. If you look at page 82 of the NDC manifesto for 2020, that we titled the People's Manifesto, and I have a copy here. If you have a copy and you look at page 82 and you look at chapter 7.4 and you come down to the letter M, it says, introduce a program to ensure regular interactions with key stakeholders in the Zongos and deprived inner cities. It is in our manifesto. And so even before we have come into office, we have started to implement our manifesto in respect of our relationship with the Zongo Caucus. I want to thank you for your kind invitation and to say that we know in NDC that we enjoy a lot of support in the Zongos. And I want to assure you that we don't take that support for granted. We appreciate that support, and that is why anytime NDC is in power, we try to make sure that when we are sharing the fruits of the national cake and development, we make sure that the Zongos get their fair share. I remember when I was president, we were going to do roads in the Ashanti region. And we realized that a lot of the roads that we were going to do, the Zongos had been left out. And so we called the engineers and said, I mean, these are deprived communities. They also deserve a fair share of these roads. And so we added some more kilometers of roads, and that is how come today you go to Asawase and they have some of the best roads in the whole of Ghana. You go to Asakari Mampong and they have good roads, because we think that our deprived communities also deserve their fair share of the national cake. It's not only roads. We've built clinics, we've built schools. And as was being said a moment ago, when we're doing the project to remove schools under trees, a lot of the substandard schools that we removed and replaced with modern classroom blocks were in our Zongos and in the northern regions of Ghana. We have done a lot in our Zongo communities, and we are not a type who come and have to take a paper and read for people to know what we have done. Our people can see themselves the work that NDC does in our Zongo communities anytime NDC is in office. I don't need to go over that again. There are several projects we're doing that have been abandoned. When we were sharing the E-blocks, several of them were allocated to Zongo and Muslim communities. Many of those schools have been abandoned. And I've made a promise that when we come, we're going to continue all the abandoned projects. Not only the abandoned projects of NDC, but because we are patriotic and well-meaning political party, even the projects that this current MPP government does not finish, when we come into office, we'll continue them and finish them. Because these projects are being executed with the taxpayers' money, the money of Ghanaians. And so when you abandon a project, you are wasting the money of Ghanaians, not the money of a political party. And so we'll continue those projects and we'll complete them. My brothers and sisters, there are several other things that we stated in this manifesto. And I just want to point out some of the hypocrisy of our brothers. In our manifesto, I mentioned that we were going to provide special places because of the principles of Islam, that when a person has died, he must be bathed in a certain way and he must be buried as quickly as possible. We said we're going to provide special places so that Muslims can perform the rituals that are necessary and hurriedly go and do the burial. They started laughing at us and said, all we can provide the Zongo communities is mortuaries, Zongo mortuaries. Recently I saw the Vice President attending a function to commission a mortuary for Muslims. The same people who were laughing, today they are seeking credit for opening a mortuary that will handle Muslim bodies. It shows the kind of hypocrisy that our brothers have. But let me say also that the limited registration exercise is going on. And I urge all of you to encourage our young people who have not registered to come out and register. If they are 18 and above and haven't registered, let them go and register. And if you have registered but you've lost your voter's ID card, this is the time to replace it. During this period until 2nd October, you can go and replace your ID card. And so let us all come out and register. And I just want to give you a bit of history because I did history in university. The Trans-Saharan trade, that's the trade between the west coast of Africa and North Africa and beyond, started in the 5th century. By the 14th century, there was a big trade taking place between West Africa and the Trans-Saharan areas in gold, in cola nuts, in perfumes, and other products. This trade was handled by some of our brethren. The houses, particularly, were based in Salaga, and they used to bring perfumes and other goods from North Africa and come and exchange them with gold and cola nuts and other products from the forest regions. At that time, there was no country called Ghana. The Fulanis used to bring cattle to come and sell. The Zambrames were here. The Gaos were here. The Moshis were here. Everybody was here long before we knew that there would be a country called Ghana in the future. If you look at those who fought in the Second World War, go to Kumasi, there's a memorial there, and read the names of those who died, went and fought and died. You see Alasa Mushi, Bawa Gurusi, Salifu Zambrama, you see Busanga names, you see all those different northern tribes, Hausas, Yakubu Hausa, they all went and fought in the Second World War. In the Second World War, there was no country called Ghana. And so today, when we have a country called Ghana, all of us make up that country. Ghana is a country united in diversity, because it is the various ethnic groupings that make Ghana strong. And that is why when we come to registration and you mention your name and say, who are you? You say, I'm a Fulani. You say, oh, you are not a Ghanaian, we're challenging you. You say, so I'm a Hausa, you are from northern Nigeria. Everybody in this country came from somewhere. We all migrated and came. And in the night of 6th March 1957, when Kwame Nkrumah made the declaration, he said everybody within the borders of Ghana at 12 o'clock on 6th March is a Ghanaian. And so we must take note of this history and realize that all of us are Ghanaians and that we have equal rights. And so when we're going to do our national identification card, our voters card, they should not say because I'm a Gonja, I'm not a Ghanaian. I'm a Hausa, I'm not a Ghanaian. Our great-great-great-grandfathers came into this land long before we ever knew that there would be a country called Ghana. And so we must insist on our rights. We're all Ghanaians. We are united in our diversity. And it is our diversity and our culture that makes our nation strong. And so let us all take note of that. We are hoping and wishing by the grace of Allah, and I can see the sign, that inshallah, 7th January 2025, NDC will form the next government. And if we form the next government, I know that there are a lot of things that our Zongos are interested in, and I can assure you that you will not be left behind. We will work on all the matters of concern to you. All the things that we mentioned in our manifesto, we will work on them to make sure that they come to fruition. Today, most of our fathers and mothers cannot fulfill the fifth pillar of Islam. That is visit Mecca in your lifetime, because it has become too expensive to do so. NDC used to make sure that the Hajj was affordable, so that as many people could perform the Hajj as possible. I remember during my time as president, we even put in an arrangement so that the Hajj committee could get dollars directly from the Bank of Ghana at a lower rate than the Forex Bureau, so that we could make the tickets cheaper than using the Forex Bureau rate. And so there are many things that we did to make sure that our pilgrims were comfortable. We opened the second takeoff point in Tamale, and I was proud to be there to witness the first Boeing 747 taking off from Tamale Airport to Medina. And since then, those in the northern sector fly directly from Tamale, so that they don't come and create congestion with those who fly from Accra. There are many more things we can do to make our pilgrims comfortable, and I can assure you that not only the Hajj, but many other things. If you get our manifesto for 2020, open to page 82, you see several of the promises we made. We're working on the new manifesto, and we're going to be in consultation with you to capture as much of the concerns that you have. When NDC comes, NDC, which is your government, when it comes, it will make sure that we work in order to include our citizens of the Zongos in the national cake and make sure that they get their fair share. So I want to thank the organizers for doing a very good job, and to say that this is not going to be the first and it's not going to be the last. This is an interaction we're going to be holding regularly. And because time has beaten us, we were supposed to have an interactive session where we would have given the opportunity for everybody to be able to speak their minds. Unfortunately, because of time, we are not able to do so. But I can assure you that at the next stakeholders conference, we will have the opportunity to interact. And I can assure you that inshallah, when I become president, I will come to this stakeholders conference. I will come to this stakeholders conference, and any issues of concern that we have in the Zongo community, I'll be here with our ministers and we will address those concerns. I thank you very much. Allah bless all of us. Thank you.
Hafiz TV, unique every day.
Ooh, baby,
God have mercy upon us.
I do you. Ooh, baby. If you give me thousands of Ghana cards and $1, I will choose the dollar. To be mumu.
Campaign at Tokyo.
It is smoky book. Oh, baby, Oni kwa kutia, mu baby, Odoye, mu baby, Oni kwa kutia no, mu baby, Odo.
Working try, dear, dear. What can try,
Kanu cry, Otrofo, Odo, you want me to do more? Kwakra fair so besuni. Yes, we are dear grow better so. She on you. Abaya the board touchy, yet the baby bought band baby. Sana who be Miami. You can lie your way to power. You can do all propaganda. Dollar rate will expose you. The dollar has broken jail. You are pathological liar. You lie for living. Lies are your hobby. Google and Wikipedia recognize you as a liar. Your talent is to lie. You promise me heaven and earth. You promise me the whole universe. None of them has been fulfilled. You said if I give you power, I will live like in heaven. Look at the way I'm suffering. Walk on him. What do you trouble on mine?
What trouble my own?
Oh, mambo 40 so. Odo.
Working try, dear, dear.
Odo.
What can try,
Kanu cry. Otrofo. Odo. You want me to say more? I have something to tell you. Sit down and cast your mind back. You see how you destroy yourself. People see you as a joker. They see you as comedian. People see you like Mr. Ibu. They see you like Lewin. So Dr. Lies, change your ways. As someone me can watch you now. Dr. Lies, change your ways. So your judgment day is coming. What ya na? What ya futu amede mauno? What ya na? Sisa wakwane bebuao. What ya na? Enya uhosa uyo nyansafuo. Kwa kutia no bro na wampa wasam. Ode oye na juma teke mido. Makasa yue owa swantie mi.
Dedi kama amena Pendream TV ase. Na so far so good. say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases Pendream TV.
Manever I say ma Pendream TV. Pendream TV there, I see them yopo.